Welcome back to Shemsuniverse. So today, guys, we're going to discuss the relation between Capricorn and Aries. So I can't figure a bigger opposition than these two. These guys are not a good mix. I came from such a positive video yesterday with Sagittarius and Aries, where it's two fire signs. Now we have a fixed earth sign, a cardinal earth sign with a cardinal fire sign, and it just doesn't seem to work too well. And the reason behind it is actually due to their planetary influence, which we're about to get into in a second. For an intimate relation, I would say they're about 38% compatible. Friendship-wise, maybe 40. Business-wise, maybe 50% of the time it could work. And we're going to get into all of that today. So to start off with the planetary influences first, Saturn and Mars do not exactly see each other eye to eye. Mars is a very warlike planet, and Saturn's a very justice-seeking, ideological, disciplined planet. You would think they'd get along because they're both very militant. However, they're just different elements that come together, and Saturn makes Mars feel down in energy, and it kind of limits the Mars hope for a better life. Saturn's very melancholic, it's very cynical, and when Saturn's in that orbit of Mars, it just doesn't work out well for Mars whatsoever. Unfortunately, Saturn is a lot bigger, so its effect on Mars is a lot more negative than Mars' effect on Saturn. So that's kind of the reflection of it as well when you come to Aries and Capricorn. Capricorn, when they hear Aries' idea of a better future, a better life, of their goals, their perspectives, they're looking at them as just kind of like in a fantasy world. Saturn views things as like here and now. Is it real right now? Okay, cool. If it's not here right now, then your vision is an illusion and it's not here, so just keep working at it. They're very detail-oriented, very organized. So Capricorn people, when they meet up with an Aries in an intimate relation setting, the sexuality is not the best for the most part. The restrictions of Saturn make the Aries person just feel like they can't be themselves, they can't let loose, and they can't actually just let out that inner beast that they have within them. The Capricorn person feels that Aries is just a little bit too on the fantasy. They might even get bored of them after a while. It's a very iffy mix. On the other hand, if they do work out and they do have good cultural backgrounds that are similar, and just for whatever reason it's just like match made in heaven, it could work, but there'll still be a sort of like restriction. I have to go into this on my own website or something, but there is a lot more like fetishes and just different things that go into this type of sexual compatibility, like restrictions, bondage, things like that. That's what they get into, but I'm not going to go over that because we're on YouTube, and I can't cross that bridge here, unfortunately, guys. For the relationship, though, to make it improve, the communication is actually what is 100% the best out of probably any other zodiac sign compatibility, which is weird. They fully trust each other. Both Aries and Capricorn are all or nothing type of people. So if they're going to give to a relationship, they're both going to give all, they're going to give nothing. The problem is that their energies just don't really get along, but as people and as their perspectives and their principles, they're perfectly compatible in that sense. So if you're able to more so focus on, this is the one person that you can actually trust, this is the one person that you can actually tell anything to and know it's going to be a secret, you then can have a very good relationship based on that, but other factors may make it a bit of a detriment. For business, I said 50-50 simply because you guys can work together. However, an Aries person is going to be somebody who's going to be up in the day, get up at 6 a.m., start working out, have a coffee, get right into their workload. The Capricorn person is somebody who might have a bit of a slow start, but then stay for the longevity of the day. There are people that like the process of getting things done, that will stay up late, get things done. Aries will do the same thing as well when they're properly motivated. But the Capricorn person is somebody who likes to take step-to-step approaches to things, whereas the Aries might take one step and then want to jump 10 and just get things like skyrocketed right away. This will irritate a Capricorn person where they'll say, we need to make sure we're cautious, and the Aries person will just view that Capricorn as being too prudent, too much of a nitpicker, and not courageous enough when it comes to business endeavors. So that's the whole summary there. If you guys are able to see the power dynamic and see where one person has strengths and weaknesses and where the other person has strengths and weaknesses, then you guys can come together and actually make a very formal business. But without actually seeing each other's pros and cons, it just won't work. For friendship, it can work out okay. It's below average, just simply because it's just the opposition of energy here. It's not like it's water fire opposites. It's more of like this sort of friendship is where the Aries is always a very big dreamer. They have a very big view of themselves, In Saturn, Capricorn is represented by the 10th house. So Aries is all about the self, the first house. The Capricorn is based on status, the 10th, job, career, security of the family, making sure that they have a legacy left behind. And Saturn definitely signifies this as well. But their ways of getting that is completely different. The Aries person views it as, I have to make my self-image based on what I view in my mind. The Capricorn, who's viewed in the 10th house, looks at it as, my career or what's around me is going to reflect who I am. So they both have a different way. The Aries person kind of views it as, yeah, my ego can project onto the world and I can get what I want from it. And the Capricorn person's like, I have to earn everything I get, and that'll show when I have the status and power and money, and that'll just come after. But they're not viewing it as a result of their own ego. So that's what happens there. But like I said, this is probably a very, very weak compatibility out of a lot of the zodiac signs. It can definitely work. Any set of zodiac signs could work, but not all of them are going to be perfectly compatible with one another. And if you understand how the energies collide, how they intertwine, then it can obviously work a lot better. But if you don't have that proper knowledge on that, then that's where I guess a lot of problems do arise. All right, so that should, I guess, summarize it for these two. There's a lot of things that I couldn't discuss with this video just because it goes a bit into the off YouTube sort of topics. But I'll definitely be starting like a website for 2022 where I'll be doing different things on that, different videos, different summaries on these signs, and a lot of things that I just can't discuss in the content here, I'll be discussing on my own private website. But if you guys need any readings of any sort, astrological readings, numerological readings, just want my simple advice, hit me up on my email at shemsuniverse@hotmail.com or on my Instagram, Shemsuniverse 8.0. I'll be happy to help you out. If you guys have any questions regarding the compatibility of these two, leave it below in the comments. Aside from that, guys, please like, subscribe. That's it for today, guys. Peace.